Hello everybody and good morning. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Tiff and Cari's Baby Watch Bumpdate Update. This week we are 19 weeks pregnant. The baby is about 6 inches long and 8.5 ounces. Now, last week we did have an ultrasound. And at that ultrasound, we found out not only the sex of the baby, but how big the baby was. And last week, the baby was about 8 ounces. So 8.5 ounces is just an average on what measurements have been taken in the past, because we don't get an ultrasound every day, so we don't know how much the baby weighs every day. So I'm guessing that our baby is a little bit bigger than 8.5 ounces, but you never know. We also found out that it's a boy. We are having a little boy. I am so excited. Tiffany is so excited. She is so cute too. Talking to the baby every night. She's got little nicknames for him already. She sings them the alphabet. Well, we sing him the alphabet every night before bed. She reads stories. It is so cute, you guys. I can't wait to actually meet our little guy because Tiffany's gonna be a great mom. Just the love in her eyes already. Looking at my belly, knowing there's a baby in there. She's just so sweet and so loving. I couldn't be married to a better woman. Anyways, sorry about that rant. On to the baby update. Like I said, the baby's about 6 inches long, 8.5 ounces. What is that approximately the size of? Well, it's about the size of a grapefruit or a mango, an heirloom tomato, a crepe Suzette, a zesty zucchini, which is just a small zucchini, not to be confused with a large garden zucchini that might not have been picked on time and is overgrown. It's just a zesty zucchini, about 6 inches long. A hedgehog, or my favorite category, fun and games, a Game Boy. That's right. Our little man is the size of a Game Boy this week. Anyways, what's going on with the baby? The baby is developing a waxy coating called a Vernix this week. Sometimes you can actually see the Vernix at birth. It's a white waxy coating, and what it does is it protects the baby from actually pickling in the amniotic fluid. That's a fun fact that I learned just a little while ago when I was reading up on week 19. It also moisturizes the baby's skin in the womb, and it helps him move down the birth canal. So that is a very important feature, Vernix, and who knew that it started developing around week 19? Spends half of its time in the womb coated in Vernix. Pretty neat. What else is going on with the baby? Well, he's starting to grow little hairs on his head. Yes. A few weeks ago, I started talking about how the hair patterns have started to set, but the hair is starting to grow now. And again, I hope he doesn't have my cowlick right here on the forehead. I hope you don't have the cowlick. He also has clearly defined facial features. All of his features should be where they are supposed to be. So yeah, clearly defined facial features. He also has a presence of fat layers under the skin, and the baby is only awake for about 6 hours a day. I didn't know that. Last week at our ultrasound, our midwife said that babies go through REM sleep about every 40 minutes, which I thought was really neat, but I didn't realize that it was the equivalent of being awake for only about 6 hours a day. So you learn something new every week. At least I do. So that's how baby's doing. Now, how am I doing this week? Well, if you've watched our vlogs from last week, you know that I have a condition called placenta previa, which is basically where the placenta is covering up the cervix. Now, in time, as my uterus grows and the baby grows, my placenta can move away from my cervix, and then I won't have the condition anymore. But it doesn't always happen like that. So it was a little scary to find out the news because I've heard of it before, and I know that there can be some complications with placenta previa, but I have hope that it will resolve on its own, and there's not a whole lot that there's actually nothing I can do about it, except for just wait and see if it moves. So I'm trying not to stress myself out too much. I'm definitely trying to stay off of Google because all you hear about on Google are horror stories, and all of the times that things went wrong, you don't hear about all the times that it's resolved. But I have had a really good support group of people that I know who have actually had this condition, and it's resolved on its own for them. So that was reassuring. It's always better to know actual people that it's happened to than just to read about strangers on the internet. In my opinion anyways, makes me feel better. So there's that. I'm hopeful and I'm in good spirits. My morning sickness is also easing up. Finally, thank you. I would say that I get sick now between 2 to 3 times a week instead of what was 4 to 6 times a week. It was quite frequent, but it's definitely starting to ease up. I think today was actually the first time throughout the week that I got sick, so I'm not mad about that. It could definitely be worse. I'm so thankful that I feel better than I did in the first trimester, because it was literally awful. So, round of applause for that. Morning sickness is going away. Thank goodness. I have been a touch moody and sensitive to some things this week, especially comments. And it's not just comments on the vlog either. Like, I did apologize on yesterday's vlog for maybe kind of overreacting to some comments, but you know, it's not just from you campers, it's from Tiffany too. I'm not gonna lie. She'll say something and she doesn't even mean to be mean, but I just take it the wrong way, and I'm just really sensitive and really moody, and I get upset like this. So I'm trying to be more aware of that. It is difficult. It's something that you don't realize it's happening until it's already happened, you know, so, but I'm trying. I'm trying to be more aware, and if I do snap, I apologize. It's the pregnancy hormones, right? I also have a little bit of heartburn after I eat, so I'm trying to eat smaller meals but snack more frequently. If I eat too much, then I get the heartburn, so I'm definitely trying to shy away from big meals because heartburn is painful and uncomfortable, especially at night when you're trying to sleep. Cravings this week. It's one that I've had a couple of times now, and that is ketchup. Yes, ketchup and fries. So I think that I only actually had them once this week, which is good. I don't need to eat fries and ketchup every day, but I do crave them quite a bit. So I just try to eat some fruits and veggies and satisfy my hunger and try to hope that my cravings go away. But it just sounds so good. I don't know why. I really don't know why. And last but not least, I think I am starting to feel more movements. I'm not sure because they still feel like little bubbles in my belly, so it really could be indigestion. But sometimes at night when I'm sitting on the couch, I get this feeling. It's kind of like the feeling when you stick your finger in your belly button and you kind of have to go to the bathroom for a minute. It's that feeling, except for I'm not sticking my finger in my belly button. So I'm wondering if it's the baby like jumping on my bladder or hitting a nerve down there, boxing with my nerves. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I do think it is from the baby moving, because it's not, there's not a pattern to it, it's just sporadic. But it is, I do notice it while I'm sitting down and resting and I'm still and calm. So yeah, I think I'm feeling a little bit more movement. I'm not sure. I did find out that my placenta is anterior too, so that can also hinder me from feeling the baby earlier. But like I said, I don't know what else would cause that urge except for the baby. So I want to say it's baby. What do you guys think? Anyways, I'm gonna move on to the product of the week, but I've got to go get it, so I'll be right back. And I'm back with the product of the week. This is actually a body pillow. Look at its long arms. Woo! Here they are. It is a U-shaped body pillow, which means it connects right here. And it just gave me a bunch of static, so yay! Anyways, this is called the Me's U-shaped body maternity pillow. This one is covered in like a velvet-like material, which is causing the static, but it's so soft and comfortable. I've slept with it a couple of times and I love it already. It provides me with a lot of back support. So I like to sleep on my back, and if I'm not sleeping on my back, I like to lean on things. It's been especially difficult for me to sleep on my left side because I sleep on the right side of the bed, so there's never really anything for me to lean against when I'm laying on my left side. So a lot of times I'll flip to my right side and I'll lean on Tiffany. But with this body pillow, I can sleep on my left side and I can lean against this little arm here, and it provides enough support for me to actually lean against it and still be comfortable. So I really like that. I can also tuck one of these arms between my knees for like hip relief. Now I don't really have any hip issues at the moment. Sometimes when I'm laying on my side, I think it's just from the mattress, my hip goes numb. But not as much when I'm using this pillow. So that's another bonus of this pillow. And lastly, this pillow is about half the price of other maternity pillows that you're gonna find out there. Like other big maternity body pillows. A lot of the ones you'll find out on the market are around $100. This one was literally $50. And it's really, some of the reviews say it's flat, but this puffed up instantly. It comes vacuum sealed, sorry, and it puffed up instantly. It didn't go flat when I was laying on it last night, and when I'm done with it, it puffs back up. So it's not an actual memory foam, but it's working like one, because when I lay on it, it comes back up. So I really like this body pillow. I'm sure that I'm going to be using it throughout the rest of the pregnancy. Another bonus is the cats like it. All three of them were laying in it earlier, and these cats never lay together. So maybe if you need some bonding between your cats, you can get it too. Just kidding. So that is all I have for you this week, except for the bump photo. So let's go do that real quick. So what do you guys think of the bump photo? I can definitely tell looking in the mirror. Can't really tell with my clothes yet, but definitely by looking in the mirror, I can tell and I can see that my bump is getting bigger. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. Because before I was like, I don't really see it, but this week I really do. So yeah, that is everything that I've got for the 19-week update. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, I'll catch you on the flippity. Oh yeah, and thanks for sharing us with your friends.